It's announced for No Surrender that it's gonna be you and Sting, but instead it gets pushed back to an Impact episode. Do you remember the circumstance? I mean, if you were gonna have your last match with Sting, are you glad it's on TV, or do you wish it would have been on pay-per-view?
Conrad, to be quite honest with you, I didn't care where it was. I was happy to be in the ring with him.
Okay, that's fair.
I really at that point, and people don't believe it, but I didn't have the confidence to do anything unless I was really comfortable with the guy. Like I was comfortable with Jay, I was comfortable with AJ, and AJ carried me. All those guys carried me at that point in my career. But they were such nice people, and I mean, I've remained great friends with James Storm. I haven't seen Bobby in a while, but I think the world of AJ Styles. I think he's one of the top 4 or 5 guys in the business today. Um, and of course, Sting is an icon and still doing it and doing it at a pretty damn high level.
They have a set of tapings here on November 12th, and the tapings are gonna air on the 15th. And the show opens with you coming out doing a promo. You're talking about how Sting is the franchise, but I'm the god of professional wrestling, blah blah blah. They actually have you come out and retape the segment later in the show. We almost never heard of this. A few weeks ago, we talked about a match with Randy Savage that Vince had you guys redo, but here's a promo with you and Sting that you're going to have to redo. Do you remember what they didn't like about it?
Can you play the promo?
Yeah, we have the edited version here. Steve's got that for us.
Let me see it, and then it'll refresh my memory.
This would have been from September 15th.
This is the original.
This is one there.
And ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to this very special edition of Impact Wrestling, where tonight, not only will this man, Immortal's Ric Flair, make his return to the ring, but the Nature Boy will face one of his most famous, one of his most storied rivals, the Icon Sting, in what is going to be a high-stakes showdown.
Well, the Nature Boy is always styling and profiling the megastar.
Remember
himself.
SoCal Val?
Yep.
That road's got to cost several umpteen amounts of thousands of dollars. What do you say, Mike?
Thousands and thousands.
Thousands upon thousands.
Sting! Sting! It's an Nature Boy! And I'm gonna talk to you one last time. Come on, boy! Come on, boy! Come on and meet your maker! Come on, boy! You can run, but you can't hide!
Well, it was Ric Flair who set off that immortal firestorm when he issued the challenge for the match tonight to Sting, a challenge that certainly didn't sit well with Hulk Hogan.
Come on! It's on! It's on! It's on! Woo! Yeah, it's on tonight! It's on! Tonight, you versus God. The franchise icon versus God. One man walks out of this ring either retired for life or one man goes in a hotel and gets drunk. Okay? But I want back in the line I was in, and I swore to Hulk Hogan that I would beat you against all odds. And you know who I am, brother. The name's Nature Boy Ric Flair. 16 times you're world champion. Tonight, I beat you. You go home. And the only way you get to Hogan is over my dead body. Sting! Woo! Yeah! Okay, good! If the only way that I can get to Hogan is over your dead body, then you die tonight, Rick! You're gonna die tonight, Rick! You are gonna die at my hands. You know who I
I'm gonna make your life a living hell starting now. Take your robe off, Rick.
No!
Hey, why don't we just
I'm
do this
going back,
right now?
And I'm
right
taping
now.
up the fingers. You know what that means? Blood, sweat, tears for your ass.
I'll bite that finger off.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
telling
get
you.
ready to bite it off.
Let's go now. What do you think? Come on. Come on. Let's go right now.
Let's turn him loose. Sting's ready to do battle.
I just called your bluff, didn't I?
And once again,
Come
I'm
on,
going
let's
to
go.
force you. You lucked out again.
They get full of that knowledge if you getting crushed on Monday Night Football.
We can cut it, Steve. Fun little segment there, Rick. I like that segment. That was fun.
Fairly intense.
Is that way you would describe your life? Fairly intense.
Yeah. No, I just had so much fun with him. I used to
Well,
run around the ring and look at him and say, "You're in the ring with the world's greatest." Crack him up.
Meltz would say apparently they weren't happy with this segment because later in the show they retaped it. The difference was both came out in their ring gear and they eliminated all references to Flair leaving for New York and all references to WCW. It seems like it was Sting this time, and they realized people would get on them because he made it like Bischoff ruined WCW and Flair went to New York. But in actuality, Bischoff ruined WCW years later. Both guys were yelling and screaming as opposed to the first one where they were respectful and putting each other over. And they ended up with a pull apart in the second one. So I guess it was a little different the second time out, but what we saw I thought was pretty good right there. I know that was the second version, but it was fun to me.
That was the second version, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't remember the first. I just know that every time I was with him, we made money.
Right.
I don't know what the rating was or anything else, but I can guarantee you that was pretty intense, and I think that's what to me drives TV shows and drives people to want to see matches, even at our ages, right there.
And they ended up with a pull apart in the second one. So I guess it was a little different the second time out, but what we saw I thought was pretty good right there. I know that was the second version, but it was fun to me.
That was the second version, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't remember the first.
It was a little different the second time out, but what we saw I thought was pretty good right there. I know that was the second version, but it was fun to me.
That was the second version, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't remember the first.